There are a couple of major psychological theories about why nature is really good for our brains. And the first one is called attention restoration theory. When we spend time in busy city environments that have so many different stimuli competing for our attention, like traffic lights, crowds, noises, that tires out our powers of conscious attention, which we only have a finite amount of. There's only so much attention in the bucket. And once you pass it, it starts to overflow and make us more irritable and tired and lose focus. But when do you step into nature? A park or a forest or by the water, it's a source of soft fascination that's interesting, but doesn't require that focused attention that navigating around a sidewalk and across a crosswalk and through traffic requires. And that restores that power of conscious attention and reduces our fatigue and irritability. There's another major theory called stress reduction theory that says that when we spend time in nature during periods of stress and immediately after periods of stress, that nature helps our brains recover faster because it's naturally restorative. And this can go back to, when you think about it, human evolution. So if you think about areas with high biodiversity, they tend to have lots of sources of food, of things that you can use to build shelter, of water, of say trees that you can climb up to get away from predators from. So having this biophilia or preference for nature is really an evolutionary benefit. We've passed on these nature loving genes to future generations because of this reduction in stress. When you step into nature, your primary stress hormone or cortisol levels drop. And we know that cortisol is bad for all kinds of different health conditions, from high blood pressure to diabetes to cancer. And then also it's what we touch and what we smell in nature that also improve our health. There are these volatile organic compounds called phytoncides that plants and trees release. If you think about a cedar or a pine forest and that nice smell that you get when you walk into that forest, you're breathing in these chemicals that in fact boost your levels of natural killer cells and immunoproteins. And then when you touch nature, you get your hands in the soil or touch the trees, you are getting healthy bacteria on your skin that help your immune system move in healthy ways towards being defensive against viruses and bacteria as opposed to more allergies. So there's so many different ways that nature is improving our health.